What's up guys, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll show you how I defeated Pandemonium of Shadows, continual threat. Here you fight versus Dual Beast, Yama, and then Dread Queen. It's a very nice challenge, but also a little hard because of what Yama can do to you later. And because we have to fight versus 3 bosses and they have almost all types of damage, it's good to protect versus everything and keep your characters at least resistant to everything. That's right. Don't have anything on minus here, it's important. But let's talk about this squad that I'm bringing here and the reasons why I'm bringing. Jo, because she's a damage dealer, but also a party support. She will decrease damage taken as much as the enemy keeps attacking. She can also debuff intelligence via inheritance of head butt. Then we have Shirei here. Shirei decreases damage taken to the party via passive. He also heals by the end of turn, but he's also here to give BP to the party, so that Jo keeps using Odd Circle to decrease damage taken further, or also be able to nuke, because the enemies will be weak to Sun and Pierce most of the time. Here we have also ScherBR, my best debuffer. She will be using Witch Streak most of the time. You can also use Psychic Hunt here and there if you want to get more BP, but I don't think it's needed. Then we also have Leon. He's my damage dealer together with Jo, because of his latest style also being able to buff Will, as you can see here, and Dexterity. So it takes time to build this Leon. You can also use the third one if you don't have that much patience, but this is better overall. He also cleans himself from ailments before the next turn. There's also Ki that's super important in this fight, and I have to say, if you haven't summoned for Ki and you have the gens, do it. I am really amazed by this unit. She fixes problems with ailments, and the way that she was designed, it's a way that she will be future-proof. Even when they release some other types of units that can buff ailment resistance, she still has something to offer that's unique. So Ki is very useful, and you should not be using Glacial Sphere too much, because most of them will just remove your will buffs by the end of a turn. So that's why she's useful. You want to buff ailment resistance. With Prayer of Purity, she also buffs will, but even if that will buff is removed, she will be buffing ailment resistance. And with Pure Veil, we'll be having same thing. Even if we lose that will buff, we'll also be buffing ailment resistance. Since you only have 2 Prayer of Purity, you should actually use this later, especially versus Yama. But Pure Veil can be used all the time. Just use Glacial Sphere when you feel like you are safe and you need a little extra healing. If you want to remove Leon and bring Liz, it's a much stable method. But I just wanted to kill the enemies as soon as possible, because Dread Queen gets super stronger in some time, and I wanted to kill it as soon as possible. And Leon also buffs Will, even though sometimes it's removed. I just wanted to have a faster strategy. And the formation that I'm using is Rising Phoenix EX with Jo in the middle, because she gets intelligence buffs, and well, this also increases damage potential by quite a lot. With all that said, let's go. Well, the Dual Beast is the easiest fight, because it's just weak to Pierce. Okay, Shirei can do lots of damage, but it's not much of a threat. Even though it could apply stuff to you, well, I didn't have any problem. You should start with Flame Force with Jo, and if you have ScherBR, use Witch Streak, and Shirei can use his Flooring Strings, with Ki already starting with Cure Tone. But now let's talk about the characters that we can use besides these ones. If you don't have Ki, use Maria. Yes, she will be useful when the time comes. If you do not have ScherBR, use also Eagle Maul, or even use the latest Pale Nymph, or even Dread Queen. Although I don't think those two will be as good, but they do have something unique that will work as well. And well, I think everyone will have Shirei and Jo. Those are very popular characters that people got. And like I said, Leon is not necessary here. You can bring Liz to have a stable squad. Julian also works to some extent, but then he'll be buffing STR, and I didn't have a STR-based character to help out as much. Maybe if you are the buffer, will be Medea, but Medea brings some problems that trigger too much Defy Weakness. It still works somehow, but I don't know. Let's use Odd Circle when available, because this will decrease damage taken. ScherBR keeps with Witch Streak. Shirei can actually use normal attack if you want to save some BP and then nuke later. And Ki can keep with either Pure Veil or now Glacial Sphere, since Leon needs a little bit of healing. Leon will just load all the other bullets now. So, if you are bringing Julian, bring Medea. If you don't have ScherBR, bring Eagle Maul. Dread Queen, Pale Nymph, or even Evelyn. Those may work. I still really like to have Joe in the center. Ray is not really necessary. If you feel like you don't need Ray, I'll replace him with Liz, taking much less damage. And Key is really essential, and the replacements are either Maria or LaBelle. LaBelle can also help. LaBelle will work well if you are bringing Dread Queen. So you can use them together, for example. Replace Key with LaBelle, and replace maybe Aspergal with Dread Queen. Now, let's use Odd Circle again to have even less damage with Strick. I'll use a normal again. I can use Glacial Sphere. This boss here is just a waste of time. You won't die to him. And this version of the Jewel Beast does not block magical attacks. That's awesome. Does not use the 5 weakness as much. But now, you saw that instant Defy weakness. It has a Dare Assault. Probably they buff it too much. But it's fast. So it has good and bad things. Because it's fast, you can just debuff again right after. But the Jewel Beast is not as fast as Yama. Yama is fast. And when Yama uses this instant Defy weakness, that is remove of all debuffs. If Yama attacks before you, and you cannot debuff, you are doomed. But here versus the Jewel Beast, my Aspergal always debuff it right after. Okay, let's use Joe with Headbutt now. With the Witch Trick, and now I'll be dealing damage. Yeah, I wanna do Jewel Beast as soon as possible. You don't need to use Overdrive versus Jewel Beast. You can just save this for Yama. It's important that you use Overdrive on the second turn of Yama. Didn't use the 5 weakness in this turn because we didn't debuff as much, or maybe it was just not on his behavior. Anyway, still not a problem. But now I'm debuffing too much, especially because of counter and everything. Surely use instant Defy weakness in the next turn. In the meanwhile, Leon is just loading all bullets. The good thing is that when you kill a boss, you get away with just normal enemies. And if you are running anyone besides Leon, you can spend time to kill them. But Leon will eventually kill them all pretty fast. And you can charge Overdrive in that case. See, instant Defy weakness, but as per Gal, just using her skill, so that's not a problem. In this case, she's better than Dread Queen because the debuff follow will be active right after, while the Dread Queen will require the enemy to keep attacking. So the first attack from the enemy will still have high enough intelligence. Versus Yama, that's a problem because Yama can apply way too many ailments. But I'm talking too much about Yama, right? I will use Odd Circle now because not actually one more turn we had, but no, we don't have 20 BP. It's a waste if I don't use it now. And looking again, because I really want to kill Jewel Beast as soon as possible. This is the last bullet that I will use with Leon. And damage will start. Also, Jewel Beast debuffs agility, if I remember correctly. And you have enough protection, it won't work. Debuff is never the problem. It's always about the ailments. Yeah, Leon takes 7 turns to get ready. Yeah, this can debuff agility, but it's never working. Especially because I'm debuffing intelligence, but I'm also sometimes buffing will. And Jewel Beast is now removing my will buffs. This will happen later though. I will use another Odd Circle, Trick, normal. Save some BP with Key. And finally start attacking with Leon. Again, no need to use Overdrive, you can save. Jewel Beast totally resists this Joe. Got that cheese. Awesome. I don't think Leon will Q. We need an extra turn. Your beasts always have guard as well, so damage is really decreased. What a waste of time, Dual Beast. You are not a danger. But that's okay. Let's save VP, like I was saying, and finish this fight. Dual Beast keeps self-buffing, but people like ScherBR to remove all buffs anyway. Another card that may work well is Enya, because Enya also does pierce damage and they are weak to pierce sometimes. Even Sun. Yama is weak to Sun. Now we'll fight versus the minions. Okay, so just save VP as well. I will be using flooring strings, I guess. Yes. Leon will start nuking because there's nothing else that Leon can do besides just killing the enemies. It may take 2 turns to kill them all. Meanwhile, everyone is getting BP, extra limits. Ah! There's something as well. If you keep the fight with Yama for too long, there is one attack that deals LP damage. So, if you want to feel safe, don't use all Leon bullets. Save one. So that he does not die there. But since I am too fast, I didn't have any problem. But you may have. Will Leon kill them all now? Guess it depends on changes. Yes. I think he will. Especially since this last enemy is weak to blunt. That's okay. We are on full HP, we are on overdrive, but we will not use overdrive right now. We will actually save. Because Yama will use instant defy weakness on the second turn. And we want Ki to use something. Okay, so I can actually just use Odd Circle or Headbutt. Doesn't really matter that much in the first turn, I guess. I will use Odd Circle. Not debuff too much. With Strict, not on Overdrive again. I will use Light String Hacital and... No, wait. Song of Sturgeons. If you have Shurei, this will increase your ailment resistance. This cannot be dispelled by the enemy. And Ki can use Pure Veil. That's right. Yama is super fast anyway, but I don't think he's as fast in the first turn. He's also super weak to both Leon and Joe. Okay, we got the ailment resistance buffs. That's awesome. And as you can see, we are hitting weakness with every single hit. Harp's Moss, it's what applies lots of ailments on you. And it didn't work because I was protected. Now, he will use the instant defy weakness. And in order to protect yourself, you can. Don't use Headbutt, it won't help. Just use Odd Circle to do even more damage with your Leon. You can debuff with ScherBR, but it will be removed. So you could even use Psychic Hunt if you want, but let's see what will happen. And Shirei can actually do damage. Or you can, yeah, just use Song of Sturdiness, one extra ailment buff. Okay. And Ki will then use Prayer of Purity, because this one increases ailment resistance by very large effect. Prevail is just large effect. If you want a little extra, you can use Prayer of Purity now. You only use this once in the fight. You can use versus Dread Queen later as well to protect some of your allies. But you see that Yama won't survive too long. Everyone in my party deals enough damage versus Yama. In the next turn, I'll even nuke Witch Array. Instant Defy Weakness, like I said, and Death Moss trying to apply ailments on you. And Maria would protect you if you use the heal plus evasion as well. Now you can use Headbutt, because there's nothing else to do. And let's nuke Witch Array. Back to Prevail every turn, guys. It's better. Remove Endurance and Wheel buffs, you can see. Start of a turn. But if you use Overdrive, you still have your Endurance and Wheel buffs. Hence why we were protected. That's how they are trying to sell Ki and ailment resistance buffers. And Ki is the best one for this. Hence why I said, didn't get Ki, and if you have gens, it's okay to get her. See that we are protected, right? But imagine not being protected. Confusion, Poison, Paralyze, I think. All the nasty stuff. One more turn and Yama is dead. I guess. Odd Circle, Strick, Light String. Keep up with Prevail, always better. And Yama didn't use the LP attack, because like I said, it's only if the fight keeps up for too long. This is turn 4, and we may already kill Yama on turn 4. Managed to debuff my agility though. Dangerous. But it's because I'm buffing my ailment resistance, not my will. So he can debuff me, but he will not apply ailments. That's the difference. Where's your anti-material shot, Leon? The last bullet? Yes. But we won. We killed Yama in 4 turns. Leon didn't get LP damage. Dread Queen has no attack that does LP damage, so we are kind of safe here. Now let's save VP. As much as possible. I'll use one Glacial Sphere just to heal the party. And use a little bit of normal with Leon to get Overdrive. Because if he nukes too much, we won't be able to charge. It's not like we need to start Dread Queen fight by using Overdrive. You can also wait till it's the moment where you feel like you're going to kill. Dread King gets stronger as the fight goes. So it may be better to save. Or not. You can open with Overdrive and then use another one that you can charge in the meantime. The problem with Dread Queen is that she has that attack that attacks between 3 to 5 times. And it's random. If you use Taunt, it won't work. But if it lands on Joe, Joe will stop the multi-hit attack. I'll use Flowering Strings to give EP to everyone. Mostly for Joe, though. I don't think I need another healing, but I'll still use it anyway. Better have full HP. Pretty much likely that will kill this enemy. And yeah, he didn't get into overdrive. Her skills don't charge much. She needs to be attacked sometimes. But she has a fast skill that we would not be using right now, of course. Start with Odd Circle. To protect, yes, Dread Queen deals way too much damage. You don't need to use Headbutt. Witch Trick. It's strange, I thought that the Flooring Strings would stay after the passage of waves, but it didn't. But I use one Song of Sturdiness on start. So I should have saved it. My mistake. See, paralyzes Claw and it didn't paralyze. It resists blunt, but the other bullets have cold as well, so we eventually make up for the damage. Claw is powerful. Not a time to heal much yet, I guess. Another Odd Circle. Just use a normal. Yes, and I'll use one Glacial Sphere to heal a little bit for Shirei, or he may just die. Really want to kill Shirei. You will have to heal pretty soon. There is also Pure Tome, a single target heal that he can use via Inheritance. That will protect Shirei. It's the only one that is dying right now. Maybe I should use that. I'll give BP to the party, again, because I believe it's better to keep using Odd Circle with Joe. And I will actually use Overdrive with it just to guarantee Cure Tome on Shirei. Oh, and I forgot to say, Dread Queen is removing our status buffs. Now I use an instant Defy Weakness, but it didn't matter because ScherBR is here to remove buffs and debuff again. Ultrasonic Wave could confuse you. But I'm also buffing Ailment Resistance, so not a biggie. Claw. Let's check what Dread Queen is doing to the end of a turn. Odd turns removes all surviving allies buffs. Odd turns, not even turns. It's like you can buff even turns, but well, buffing status is not really that special here in this fight. It's more about buffing ailment resistance anyway. And buffing defense. I think it's a good time to do damage now and use Odd Circle on Overdrive. I'll leave ScherBR out of it, because she uses this instant defy weakness, ScherBR will still work here. He's also buffing action order. What a smart one. Because if she buffs action order and she uses instant defy weakness, that means that your debuffer will not be able to debuff in time. Hence why keeping up ailment resistance buffs are key here. Key? That's how they are trying to sell the character. See? Instant defy weakness. And hence why my ScherBR was not on overdrive. Cyclone Squeeze can stun, but it's not working. We are protected. If we're using Maria, she would need to use skill number 1 all the time. You can also choose to heal in a specific moment with Prayer of Purity, like I said, because this heals and also give ailment resistance. It's not like I feel like I need right now, so I'll use Purvey one more time. Next turn I may use it. Slash attack increasing via Dread Queen. And her speed is already higher than Joe because she used an instant defy weakness before my odd circle that is also fast. Fast versus fast, it was faster. But ScherBR still okay here, managing to debuff right after. We're getting to a point where we'll have to kill Dread Queen. So instead of giving BP to the party, my Sheree will nuke now. Ian will probably get into overdrive as well. Do it? Do it, Leon. 1000 damage versus Asper. That's okay, so odd circle now. It's trick. Actually, no, I'll not use overdrive with Asper. Just with Joe, won't matter too much, to be honest. Nuke, Prayer of Purity, that is also fast. Armored Cannon. I think in the next run I will place Lee in the front line instead of Shuri. With Liz, this fight will be more stable, but like I said, would take more turns as well. Yeah, it's the end. We even did a combo. 6 turns to kill the Dread Queen. That is, if we really kill. Yeah, we will. So that's also the end of the video, guys. I may try different squads as well, but I think this one is perfect. But if you are not having luck, please say here in the comment section, and I may do another video. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to support the channel, there are links in the description of the video, like Patreon, PayPal, and Coffee buttons. I hope to see you soon in the next video or live stream.